I'm at the 5 Palm Jumeirah today. It's a sprawling resort at Palm Jumeirah, and I'm going to meet COO Jay Anand. Jay is a Cornell graduate and believes in creating experiences for customer satisfaction. Let's see what Jay has to talk about. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Jay, I walked into the hotel and it's wow. It's amazing. It's just an amazing experience. What is 5? What is 5?
5 comes from the 5 elements.
5 elements.
From the age-old philosophy of the 5 elements.
Oh, wonderful.
That's
wonderful.
where you have 5.
And Palm Jumeirah, it's an amazing place. There are amazing hotels around. There are international hotels, and you are a local homegrown brand, right? So how do you compete with the international? How do you keep up?
So you can see 5 is a very, very unique property in terms of its architecture, in terms of its location, and in terms of its also its people who run it. We endeavor to use the word wow, and that's what we use in our training rooms a lot.
That's what happened when I walked into the hotel the first time. I mean,
the goal here is to wow the guest.
Yes.
In all aspects, appealing to all the senses, your mind, your soul, your vision, your touch, your smell. So that's what we aim for. And our entire team of close to 1,000
1,000 people.
colleagues, that's our goal.
How many
Wow,
rooms? How many
yes.
rooms in this property?
We have 468 rooms
In the
rooms,
hotel?
In the hotel rooms. We also have 221 residences.
Oh, okay.
So we are also serviced
600
residences.
600 rooms.
We're a huge property. So it's 4 towers. If you stack 2 towers on each other, we're probably the size or bigger than the Marriott Marquis on Sheikh Zayed Road. So we're a big property.
Each property.
And the goal is always, it's only one. It's how we can exceed customer expectations, how we can wow the guest.
Exactly. I used to work in a hotel group when I started my career, and we used to say you don't have to meet expectations. You have to exceed expectations. Meeting everybody.
So we work on a very simple, age-old philosophy, Atithi Deva Bhava, which in Sanskrit means the guest who has come to my house is my Lord. So we treat our guests as if the Lord walked into the house, and it is a guiding principle for our colleagues to make that tough decision at 3 a.m. when you have a difficult guest. What do you do? And it's hard. It's a hard decision at that time whether you go the extra mile or you succumb.
You are not a hotelier, right? I mean, you've just walked into the hotel. You're not a hotelier.
So I'm sorry, I'm not so learned as to define what a hotelier is, but I know one thing.
Cornell.
I've learned this is my 7th different business that I'm running. I have run global teams. I know people. I understand people. I understand finance. So I am a graduate of Cornell, of Johnson School of Management in the US, where I studied operations and finance. And also went on to do certificate courses at Harvard, Tuck, and other schools in the US. I'm an engineer. Studied in India, my engineering. I'm a computer engineer.
Computer engineering. So from computer engineering to hospitality and exceeding guest expectations.
No, from computer engineering to consumer electronics to compressed gases to medical device to construction.
So is this the fun
real
one?
estate and construction, real estate development, and now hospitality. So I don't know where the journey. I'm enjoying it. I think this is my calling. I get to meet with customers every day, delight customers every day. We have an A team. Somebody asked me the other day, what keeps you up at night? And I think what keeps me up at night is that I have such a talented team of colleagues that I work with. And how do I keep the passion going? That's what keeps me going. How do I keep the passion alive? And they're so talented and they're so motivated, and I'm learning so much from them every day, as I'm sure they're learning from me. But it's just a great learning experience. We have a great team from various backgrounds, from different hotels globally, but again the DNA is one. Is how do we wow the guest? And also often I tell it doesn't matter what business you're in. At the end of the day, the customer pays the bill.
Right.
So
he's paying your salary.
He's paying everybody's salary.
Everybody's salary.
And our existence is because there's a customer in the hotel. Because we are 100% occupied today.
You're 100% occupied. It's your birthday today.
And it's my birthday. So it's a good birthday gift to have. But yeah, the goal here is to wow the guest. The goal here is to get better every day. I tell my people we need to run faster than the fastest gazelle that's running, as His Highness terms it and coins it very well. And excellence is a path that we need to keep going, getting closer and closer and closer. But every day there is room for improvement. Every day there is room to do it better, faster, more efficiently. Every day you're looking at different customers from globally coming in, interacting with the hotel, and how do customers interact with the hotel? How do we make it better? How do we improve the experience? How do we change with changing needs? You asked me what's differentiating us is really our architecture.
Yes.
It's very, very unique.
Very, very unique. Exactly.
The experience that guests have at our hotel is very unique. It's a very different, it's the modern Dubai chic vibe that you see in the hotel. As soon as you enter, you have the largest glass cube in the world with a beautiful DNA structure carved out of wood. And that's really a DNA. And the reason why it's there is because that's our DNA, it's transparency.
Right. Jay, now, let me ask you a few personal questions, if you don't mind. You are a hotelier, so obviously you love your chef's food. When you go home, you don't like what your wife has cooked. What would your reaction be?
So I'm a good chef myself.
Oh, so you cook?
So I cook myself.
So then there's no chance of not liking?
No, so I know my food really well. Okay. Whether it's my wine or my food or my cigars, I know them well. I am a food connoisseur, I'm a wine connoisseur, I love, so I don't have that issue because I know what I want, and we make good food.
So you cook at home?
I sometimes when I have the time. I used to cook more back in the US, but
especially over the weekend.
Weekends is we're full. The hotel's full on the weekends, so I don't have time to cook. But I try to squeeze in.
Any other household chores you like?
Not really.
Okay, thank you so much for talking to us, and it was wonderful talking. I wish you all the best, and this is a wonderful place, a place to be visited.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.